and she joins Deadpool and Wolverine and the rest at the end of the movie for that big family dinner. But besides Laura, we never really see what happens to the other three. Blade and Elektra presumably could have returned to their home universes if B-15 was making good on her promise. That would mean 26,320 for Blade and 701,306 for Elektra. But where would Gambit go? Well, that brings us to the huge detail in the post-credit scene that answers this question. When Deadpool walks up to the TVA's monitor station to prove to us that Johnny Storm did actually say all those horrible things about Cassandra Nova, if you look over on the far left side of the frame, one of the screens shows Gambit in the void. Our man survived. He is still down there. He may have Gambit in the Cassandra Nova. If you look over on the far left side of the frame, one of the screens shows Gambit in the void. Our man survived. He is still down there. He may have actually taken over now that Cassandra is gone. And this shot is from no other part of the movie. It's not like this was some security camera footage like the angle Deadpool pulls up to show Johnny Storm's profanity-filled rant in that spherical cage. This angle of Gambit seems new. It is clear that Reynolds and Sean Levy wanted to convey that Gambit survived and that he is still down in the void. Now, when he suggested over on the far left side of the that Johnny Storm did actually say all those horrible things about Cassandra Nova. If you look over on the far left side of the frame, one of the screens shows Gambit in the void. Our man survived. He is still down there. He may have actually taken over now that Cassandra is gone. And this shot is from no other part of the movie. It's not like this was some security camera footage like the angle Deadpool pulls up to show Johnny Storm's profanity-filled rant in that spherical cage. This angle of Gambit seems new. It is clear that Reynolds and Sean Levy wanted to convey that Gambit survived and that he is still down in the void. Now, when he suggested, maybe I was born here, Gambit might have actually been accurate because he would represent a rare type of cinematic anomaly in this film's logic. A doomed project, unlike many other announced titles that we follow online, was actually on track to happen, but he just got hit with several layers of bad luck. If you've ever gone on a health kick, then you know how much better you feel when you're eating quality food. Is it any surprise that your dog feels the same way? If you want your dog to feel their best, Sundays for Dogs is the food for you, or for them, but the food for you to give to them. Sundays is fresh dog food made from a short list of human-grade ingredients. It's 90% meat, 10% vegetables, and 0% synthetic nutrients. Every order of Sundays ships right to your door, so you never have to worry about running out. It's super convenient. We have gone all in on Sundays over here at New Rockstars. Hank, Bubba, Jeff, Tilda, Gigi, and Darla all eat Sundays now, and it's great. Since giving our dogs Sundays, we've noticed a ton of improvements in their health. Softer fur, fresher breath, better poops, and more energy. Sundays doesn't require refrigeration or preparation because it's air dried. You can just pour and serve. If you're taking your dog on the road or on a trip, it's super easy to take some with you. Get 50% off your first order of Sundays. Go to sundaysfordogs.com/newrockstars or use code newrockstars at checkout. Layer 1 would be, typical Hollywood delays of script revisions, director hires, scheduling, casting, contracts, all that stuff. Layer 2 would be the declining brand of the Fox X-Men franchise and the coming Disney buyout. And then layer 3, remember that original release date?
Yo, shout out to everybody popping in through the stream. Dude, I didn't think anybody was gonna pop in, man. We're just geeking out, talking about some new stuff. Let me switch my audio for a second, because it's not the greatest right now. I might actually go get a new mic today, to be honest. So
Do that. But Wesley Avila, thank you for joining the stream. I hope you're having a rad Friday. And yeah, once again, appreciate everybody tuning into the stream. Excuse me. But yeah, dude, get back to the content.
Yeah, COVID. March 13th, 2020, that was the week in American businesses began to shut down due to the pandemic. March 13th was specifically Friday the 13th. This Gambit movie never would have made it. It was doomed to have this bad luck. Doomed to development hell, which is kind of like an inside baseball term for the movie industry. It just refers to scripts who never really just make it a production for one reason or another. But I think that might have been an in-universe term in an earlier version of this movie. Jessica Clemens brought to my attention the idea that one of Ryan Reynolds' early ideas for this movie was that the entire plot structure was going to be a satire of the film industry. It was actually going to be closer to something like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, or maybe even Singing in the Rain, in which it wasn't the setting of the void from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but rather a literalized development hell. That's why, unlike the previous two Deadpool movies, this third film had so many inside baseball references to Hollywood, into the film industry, that most audiences outside of LA probably didn't fully appreciate. For example, Deadpool saying "death by day player" at one point. That's referring to actors and crew people who are contracted to work on set for a single workday and are normally paid a day rate. Deadpool lets an extra out of the life.
Also, on a super random note, cheers everybody, because it's Friday. I should be doing a live stream tomorrow. I more than likely will be doing a live stream for the Israel Adesanya fight versus Duplessis. So I will do the live stream. I was going to do it on YouTube in a long form, but I think I'm going to do the shorts. I think we're going to go for like a shorts format, and that might be better. My first time doing a shorts live stream. I didn't think, or not even think, I didn't know that they did live streams like this nowadays. So, but yeah, cheers.
Foot solution store, and he says, wait for the extras to clear. He goes, which is something people do on set while a take is resetting, and they wait for the extras to go back to one. And at one point, he even calls Night's Pool Cafe Gratitude, which is an incredibly deep cut, referring to an LA eatery with bizarrely named meals on the menu. Like, Deadpool made meta jokes in the first two films, but they were jokes accessible by anyone who followed these franchises as fans. But these in Deadpool and Wolverine are very LA specific. It's like following the Twitter account Americana at the brand, which is so freaking funny, but really only if you like live in LA. And to me, they suggest that Ryan Reynolds had carried these jokes over from a very different film that parodied how the film industry works. And actually, in pre-release interviews, Kevin Feige had indicated that Reynolds pitched a ton of different ideas for this film, and that Feige had helped add some element to the film concept to elevate its cinematic scale and make it a true Marvel Studios film. And I think Feige's note was to turn Ryan Reynolds' setting of development hell into the void of the TVA. And I say that because much of the TVA logic in this movie does not seem to be a logical priority for Ryan Reynolds in the writing and development of this film. The TVA, as explored in the Loki series, was a thematically deeper and aesthetically nuanced place that explores pointed existentialist philosophy while having to laugh at the mundanities of the workday and the absurdities of government, legal, and bureaucratic organizations. That does not at all seem to be the TVA of this movie. This movie,
What's up, dude? Appreciate you popping in. I don't even want to butcher your name, but Bossy, Clayton 36. Appreciate you popping in, dude. Hope you're having a rad Friday, or if it's already Saturday where you're at, cheers here Saturday morning.
just kind of uses the TVA as a means to an end. Miss Minutes doesn't even appear. Now, I don't think this movie disrespects what the TVA is all about in the Loki series, the way Multiverse of Madness brushes off the WandaVision events with "this isn't about what happened in Westview." It just kind of feels like someone at Marvel Studios probably—
Dude, I miss the WandaVision era. Bro, it's Turkish. Hey, shout out to the Turkish homies out there. Dude, I miss the WandaVision era. Like, that time period was just simply ahead of his time, honestly.
Feige told Ryan Reynolds what the TVA was as a general concept, and that the TVA has a big junkyard full of meta Easter eggs and a big smoke monster guard dog, and that Ryan Reynolds should just use that, and he was just like, oh, okay, cool. All this is to say, I think Gambit is played by Channing Tatum as a holdover from the Void's original status as Development Hell, and his original arc was to end this movie as the king of Development Hell, the ultimate Marvel character trapped in Development Hell, whereas all the other characters we met ended up in Marvel Development Hell while after their franchises had died out, Channing Tatum's Gambit would have been the only one born in that hell because he never got off the ground. That's why his appearance looks like the original comic book appearance, because that would have been the concept art influences that the filmmakers used in the pitch for the film. He was just a thought dreamt up by his father, and I think they were referring to Chris Claremont, X-Men comics writer who developed the first story treatment for the unproduced Gambit film back in 2014. And since this Gambit film was slated to release on the Friday the 13th before COVID shut the world down, maybe Reynolds would have even had a joke about Gambit being like patient zero, and that's why he was trapped down there. Whatever, it was clearly important for Marvel Studios to show Gambit still alive in the void at the end of this film. And I think it's because they knew he would be a hit in this movie, and audiences would want to see him again. So assuming that they do turn the void into Battleworld and Secret Wars, I think Channing Tatum's Gambit's stock just rose to return in Secret Wars. Because as someone born in that landscape, he's gonna know how to get around, maybe even how to tame Goliath. Because my hope is that the secret word that tames Goliath is the same nonsense word that they made up for Gambit to say in this movie. Shad Levy explained this to Variety, saying that they wrote most of the borderline nonsensical lines into the screenplay, but then Channing Tatum just went off from there and added a lot of Cajun and French flavor. For example, when he sees Hugh Jackman drinking his liquor and throws a charged up card his way, he says something that sounds a bit like "Couillens-moi," and that's not even an actual word. It was just like gibberish that Channing Tatum ad-libbed. Anyway, I want that to be the magic word that tames Goliath. Do you want to see Gambit in Secret Wars, mon chéri? Again, I tried to do it and I failed. Comment down below with your thoughts on all this. Follow me at Evas. Subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next
Oh, the little alien effect. That's wild.
time. Bye.
How's everybody's day going, dude? Shout out to everybody that's in the stream right now. Cheers. Dude, what was the thing that Gambit said? Well, he said a lot of stuff. Me or more, not me or more, but mon ami, mon ami. What does that mean? That's what he said, mon ami. I have no idea what that means. No, it's French, but no idea.
Back, New Rockstars, I'm Jessica Clemens, and during D23, Marvel released their first looks at Daredevil Born Again, dropping in March 2025 with returning stars such as Charlie Cox, Vincent D'Onofrio, Deborah Ann Wool, and Eldon Henson. This series will also include a couple of unforgettable Marvel Netflix baddies like John Barenthal's Punisher and Wilson Bethel's Poindexter. The footage shown wasn't immediately released online, but viewed by those who attended D23, and we'll go through every bit of trailer descriptions that I found, and maybe some of the footage I found on Twitter, to break down this trailer scene by scene and point out some details you probably missed. Be sure to check out nerdride.shop where you can find the latest and greatest in New Rockstars merch. Right now, we have this Agatha Blood Moon shirt, and we've still got some great designs inspired by Deadpool and Wolverine, plus a new shirt featuring the man with a new mask, but still with the same task. Picking up some merch from nerdride.shop is the best way to support the channel and bring all this stuff that we're doing here to you. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? Not me. All right, let's get into it. The footage shown at D23 really nailed how violent the series will be. Personally, the dark and gritty grounded vigilantism was what got me loving the Netflix Marvel show so much, and I was like, there's no way they're gonna let Kingpin smash someone's head in a car door again. But I was wrong. Vincent D'Onofrio says the show has moments more aggressive than the Netflix series, and he wasn't expecting for them to keep it in. So I'm anticipating so many slaughters. We open the trailer with a subway train, and you know we're back when you see the color grading and go, oh yeah, this is Daredevil. Charlie Cox's Matt Murdock steps into the shot. He's at a precinct. Then we glance at the New York skyline. This is the Brooklyn Bridge. In the prison, Matt is talking to a man. The two are separated by this thin protective glass as the man says, someone's gotta protect the streets. In this shot, we see the man battered and bruised, locked up, and the reflection of the glass shows Matt Murdock. The man incarcerated is Camar de los Reyes, who unfortunately passed away in 2023 battling cancer. The actor will be playing the White Tiger, also known as Hector Ayala. Daredevil's DPs and directors have always been great at putting their entire all and effort into every shot so it conveys something. Whether it's lighting, camera work, or sound mixing, the scene is so great at setting up this man behind bars, a vigilante like Daredevil, though Daredevil's not behind bars. And where's that justice? In the reflection, you can argue that he sees himself in Ayala. He too should be behind bars, and the two men share more in common than meets the eye. Then we get quick cuts, a man wielding and spinning a knife. This is most likely Bullseye from the darkened outfits and the gloves, then a man loading a pistol, and this could also be Bullseye out of costume preparing his arsenal.
I'm a hungry individual. I want to grow, I want to learn.
I came across the Google Career Certificate.
My boss told me when she
We see some art around the city. This art was better viewed at the TVA exhibit at D23 that led you to a small piece of Daredevil Born Again's exhibit. We can actually see Muse working on it in the trailer. It's flames rising up, engulfing Kingpin. It looks like the artist is using
Dude,
the
it
appropriation
is
technique, which is
Friday. It
when an
doesn't even
artist
feel like
uses
it.
pre-existing images or objects in their art to create new
Come on,
works.
homie,
As you
Becky
see in
called
the
me on
original painting, I
Discord.
believe
Dude, I wonder if people take bong rips on a YouTube live stream on Shorts. YouTube Shorts live. I should make a video talking about that. YouTube Shorts live. That might be a new video that I could record and make on my other channel. I would be streaming the new Fortnite season right now, but can't really do that right now on my PC. You know what we can try to do? We could try to play some multiverses for a second and see how that is gonna play on stream. We're gonna give that a try. All right, you guys, wish me luck. We're gonna see if multiverses is gonna work. Well, we're gonna do one test match right now, just one test match. See if it's gonna work. If so, that means we're good. Well, at least for today. What was the Steam store? I don't know why the Steam store pops up every time. Denise, I thought I had something new. Shout out to once again everybody that's in the stream, showing love, leaving likes. If you're in the live right now, leave a like. That does come out and help out the algorithm a long way. We've only been live 16 minutes on the YouTube Shorts live, and I've already racked in around 200 views. So shout out to the algorithm. I definitely have to get me a new mic today. I'm for sure gonna have to get me a new mic. Hold on, y'all. Here we go. The Steam stores got popping up. There we go. All right, let's give this a test right now. It should work. And this thing is going to go off my voice, I believe.
So every time you shop local produce, it'll taste 100% fresh, or you'll get 100% refund.
All right, cool. Testing. I see it's not lagging too bad, actually. We're going to do a regular 1v1 because I don't want to lag out, but it looks like it's good so far. And for some odd reason, my controller is not working, or my PC. I have no idea. Maybe I have to use another cord, I'm assuming. No idea. Also, dude, you guys, shout out to the homie for hooking me up with the Frankie Delaney board. Oh, here we go. Freaking sick. Hoping I can go skate again today. That would be pretty cool. I had this balance on here earlier. There we go. Alright. If I lose, I'm not going to be too upset. But I do want to be able to plug this up to my computer, man. I'm going to have to figure that out today. It just won't connect. Finally, there we go. See if I can remember these commands on my PC. And hopefully it doesn't lag. It's lagging a little bit. Dang. Having a little bit of laggage. Oh, no, 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 no. Jump up, jump, jump, jump. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. Are you kidding me? I'm doing horrible. Got him. Got him again. Out. Out. Yes, sir.
L train back on the track.
Easy dubs. Out. Easy outs, dude.
You're not benching me.
And I'm on keyboard and mouse right now. Oh my gosh, I lagged. So bad right now. Super bad.
Is the winner. That's a game. Automatic.
But I had the upper hand right there. It's all good, a little silver. Got him. Out. Easy dubs. Easy dubs. Okay, so it lies a little bit on the stream with multiverses, but it's doable. It's not too bad. Feels like there needs to be some tweakage going on.
And now I may rest.
Let's get back to watching some YouTube videos while streaming on YouTube. The streamception. Okay. Return to lobby. They're having some like Pokemon World Championships right now. All I see right now in my live. The Umbrella, oh my goodness, the Umbrella Academy final season. I'm like so out of date and not caught up at all. Is there anybody out there that has seen the new Umbrella Academy season? Watching I show speed. Let's see what he's doing right now. I'm bored right now, so
Philo's got a
Wait,
world of
come on.
entertainment
Put
for
my
you to
record on.
explore.
Put a bird on it!
With the
Get
networks you love,
fire up.
AMC Plus
No,
original
I
hits
hear
and
they're on-
blockbuster.
I hear that they're on the phone, so
I don't know. Ask about. Ask, would you rather play with Ronaldo or Messi?
my bad. That was loud.
How does it feel to be the first Knicks captain in a long time? What? Ask him, how did he meet Ronaldo? Oh, okay. That's a good one. All right, I'm gonna be like, all right, Lil Wayne, I got a question for you. First off, I know, I'm gonna be like, first, nice. Go down, just go down. Try to get the best angle in the middle. What do you mean, Mike?
Like, you need a microphone?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness, that audio is so horrible. It said L Mike lagging. Yeah, that mic is lagging bad. Thank you that they fixed the mic. It was horrible. It was horrible, oh my goodness. Still sounds bad. Still sounds horrible. Yeah, no thank you.
MIAT College of Technology's Airframe and Power Plant program is industry aligned, so you can learn industry relevant skills. So if you want to ditch that office job, learn more about training to become an aircraft mechanic through the link below.
Spike rush. Time to mix things up. Win. Show me where to go. This is gonna be fun.
Welcome back, YouTube. As you see, I'm walking into a coffee shop right now. It's early in the morning. I'm with Tez. And we headed to Ohio right now, y'all. This place right here, this is probably like one of my
That all down, let's move on to this, shall we? On yesterday's installment of the John Campbell Show, we very rarely do a follow-up to something from the day before, but on yesterday's installment of the John Campbell Show, one of the topics we discussed, because a lot of people were asking, was, well, now that Deadpool and Wolverine is officially a billion-dollar film, what will be the next Marvel movie to hit the billion-dollar mark? And we went over the 5 confirmed official films that are coming out. Captain America, Brave New World, Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, Doomsday, Secret Wars.
Yeah.
And I said, we're not going to have another billion-dollar film until we get to Doomsday. And I went through the reasons why. I mean, I hope we do. And I think they can all be big successes. I think they can all be big hits, big successes. But I don't see Captain America, Thunderbolts, or Fantastic Four joining the billion-dollar club. To which I got more pushback.
Yeah. For something we haven't even seen a trailer for.
Than when I said I think Doom should kill Tony's daughter. I got less pushback.
Imagine that.
When I suggested
That's cold, chat.
Oh, we don't mess around here.
When I suggested that Dr. Doom, if you want to make a big impact on the audience, have a Tony Stark-looking Dr. Doom kill Tony's daughter.
He's going to come and say, I'm about to make a name for myself.
About to make a name for myself, yeah. Boom. But I got less pushback on that than I did when I suggested that Fantastic Four would not make $1 billion. Campy, you're crazy. You know, which pills did you pop today, Campy? I think you're on the wrong medication and like all this kind of stuff. John, you're insane. If you don't know that once Marvel gets its marketing machine going, this thing will easily be $1 billion film. Okay. I continuously ask people.
Doom versus Iron Man. It's gonna happen. Shout out to Amon. Dude, it's gonna happen. I see it happening for sure.
If you have some foundational bits of data or something that could form the basis to make me reconsider.
Hope.
What's that?
Hope. That's what they have. They have hope.
Hope. They said, oh, hope. Some actual data that would make me go, oh, you know what? That's a good point. Maybe it can make $1 billion. Look, again, I think Fantastic Four can be a big film. I think it can be very profitable. But when you look at the actual information, I just don't see any reason to believe that it will be a billion-dollar film. First of all, the people who would say to me, and many of you did, John, you're crazy. Once Marvel gets this marketing machine going, they put out some killer trailers, this thing will easily be a billion-dollar film. You do know that Marvel, I think at this point, has put out over 30 films. 11 of them have joined the billion-dollar club. Now, that's an ass ton. But it means like 20 or more of them haven't.
They flopped.
They didn't flop. But I mean, just putting the Marvel marketing machine behind it does not automatically guarantee a billion-dollar film.
Yeah.
Sure. Couple of other things I want to point out. They've already done, if we don't count the Corman version of Fantastic Four, Hollywood's already done 3 wide-release big studio Fantastic Four films. You know how they did at the box office? I do. Here's how they did. The first one made $333 million. The sequel, Rise of the Silver Surfer, took a 10% drop, making $301 million. And then the reboot attempt made $167 million.
And that 2015 was a huge year for comic book movies.
Yeah, very big year. Now, of course, you can make the argument, John, there were some also extenuating circumstances around those ones. Absolutely. I'm not denying that. But the bottom line is, the audience didn't seem all that hungry to run out and see a Fantastic Four film out of any of them. Now, you might then want to say to me, well, John, you know, the Deadpool movies, they didn't make $1 billion before he came to the MCU. But then coming to the MCU made it $1 billion film. Granted. However, the previous Deadpool movies both made over $780 million. $780 million. Joining the MCU added about 27, 28, 29% more. Maybe about 25% more. If you add 25% more to the Fantastic Four totals, you're talking about these movies maybe making $400 million.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I also try to point out that while the Fantastic Four are a rightfully so beloved, iconic, they are the first family of Marvel. They are the first superhero team in comics. The reality is today, ain't nobody reads it. And I pointed out, back when I was at AMC, they actually canceled the Fantastic Four comics because of low readership. Now, since I said that, I've had a few people wrongly write into me and say, no, John, you don't understand. They canceled it because of the movie stuff and this, da, da, da. No. I remember John Schnepp and I covered the story of Fantastic Four getting canceled. We went over the sale numbers.
Yeah.
Do you remember this, Jonathan?
I 100% remember.
We went over the sale numbers.
And I remember the conspiracy that they were just trying to hurt Fox.
And the sale numbers at that time was that more people were watching AMC Mailbag, which was not one of our big shows, than were monthly buying the Fantastic Four comics. Well, then somebody would say to me, John, that was then, this is now. Fantastic Four is way more popular. I had a couple people tell me this overnight. Fantastic Four is way more popular now. Okay. So surely then, if we go to the comic book sales charts, surely we're going to see Fantastic Four somewhere in the top 5, right? Let's take a look. A brand new series just about Doctor Doom. It's at the #1 spot.
What if they merge Iron Man and Doctor Doom in different timeline, like Doctor Doom, like Iron Doom? I don't know. I feel like that's what a lot of people think they're going to do. I don't think so. Like, I think they're just going to simply, hey, they're just Tony Stark. Well, Robert Downey Jr. played Tony Stark, and then hey, he's also playing a variant version of Doctor Doom that happens to look like our Tony Stark. But who's to say? We don't know what all the other Tony Stark variants look like, so we could be getting a Tom Cruise Tony Stark. You never know. It's just interesting to think about that though, for sure.
Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, Transformers number 8, Ultimate. That's nowhere in the top 10. Nowhere in the top 10 do I see Fantastic Four. Well, okay, surely then, in the top 20. Because top 20, okay, that's not one of the top, but that's still respectable if it's in the top 20. Well, what do we got? We got Blood Hunt, Fall of the House of X, Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong, Blood Hunt 2, Ultimate Black Panther, Deadpool 2, Venom Separation Anxiety, Cobra Commander number 5. What's the name of that song? Mambo number 5. That's all I can hear in my head now. And Cobra Commander number 5. Avengers 14 and X-Men Forever number 3. Okay, fine. It's not in the top 20, but it'll be in the top 30, right? I mean, that's still, wait. Energon Universe 2024 special number 1. Before we get any Fantastic Four. Venom, more Blood Hunt, Avengers Twilight.
Avengers Twilight, boy.
But none of us really read comics. I mean, come on.
Well, I mean, then surely.
But I know.
Wait a minute. Let me keep going.
Okay.
Surely it'll be in the top 40. Because I got told, I got insisted upon from people yesterday. It's way more. The Fantastic Four comic is way more popular today. All right. Daredevil number 9. Void Rivals is ahead of it.
What is this?
Immortal Thor,
TMNT.
Wonder Woman, Spectacular Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, no. Rook Exodus number 2. There we go.
Boom. Almost top 40.
Fantastic Four number 20 comes in as the number 41.
I'm buying it and pushing it to 40.
You know what? So few people bought it, that just might do it. Look, am I trying to trash on Fantastic Four? Absolutely not. I'm simply making the case here that to expect that a brand new property in the MCU that is a very old property and has not even been cared that much about, even by the hardcore comic fans for a number of years, and that has had 3 feature-length films that have all done badly and come with a pre-existing bad taste in the moviegoers' mouths, I just think it's maybe a bit naive to think that this movie's going to make $1 billion. Now, am I saying it's impossible for it to make $1 billion? Look, in a world where an Aquaman movie can come out and make $1 billion, it is absolutely not impossible. I'm not trying to suggest that it is. I'm just saying, if you had to put $5 on something, it is you got to give me a good reason to think Fantastic Four can make $1 billion, because I'm just not seeing it, especially when Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which was the 3rd part of a beloved series, everybody loved it. It was a great movie, and it did really well. Made over $800 million. But that didn't make $1 billion, and they were super popular at the time. I just don't see it happening.
Well, you know me. I don't care for the Fantastic Four. I think it's Marvel's job to reintroduce.
No, I'm pretty hyped to see what they're gonna do with the new Fantastic Four. But anyways, y'all, appreciate everybody popping to this quick stream. Gonna be heading out right now. Gotta go to the store with the family and all that good jazz. So yeah, I'm gonna catch you on next video and live stream. Stay tuned to more YouTube Shorts lives. Peace out.